Welcome to this week's Movie Math, giving you an in-depth analysis of the box office for the weekend of May 4th, as the Avengers kicked off the summer movie season with a bang, comparable to what happens when Thor's hammer collides with Cap's shield. Yes, last week we all wondered if the Avengers would be able to best the record opening weekend of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which had set the bar awfully high with $169 million. But in retrospect, the question seems as silly as if asking whether or not the Avengers will win the day, as they not only won the record for biggest opening weekend, but beat Harry Potter by $30 million. That's right, as you've surely already seen splashed across numerous headlines, the Avengers opened to the tune of $200 million. Across Tinseltown, studio executives openly cheered, yet privately shuddered. Sure, this is a great way to kick off the summer movie season, but will other movies be able to compete? Who wants to hear an entire summer of great opening weekend, but it's still no Avengers? Although the new trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man looks so good, it too has a chance to post these kinds of numbers. Yes, we're in an era of constant record-breaking thanks to the movie equivalent of steroids, 3D and IMAX. In fact, one has to wonder how The Dark Knight Rises can hope to compete with both The Avengers and The Amazing Spider-Man box office-wise, as both are in 3D and, at least based on my viewing of The Avengers and The Amazing Spider-Man trailer, very good 3D. I would even go so far as to say that this might be the summer 3D finally realizes its true potential, becoming everything audiences want it to be and everything Hollywood needs it to be. Now, how is the Avengers' long-term game looking? Well, there are currently 11 movies that have crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide, and with $641 million already, the Avengers is sure to join them. That will give Disney its second billion-dollar franchise after the Pirates of the Caribbean, which makes it all the more likely we'll be seeing a Pirates level of integration of the Marvel characters into the Disney theme parks and merchandising. So with $1 billion easily in the bag, the real question becomes whether or not the Avengers will be able to join Titanic and Avatar across the $2 billion mark. While a week ago I felt that would be difficult, now I'm beginning to feel it's doable. The Avengers is a movie that both kids and adults are going to see, and this kind of record-breaking debut will likely encourage even more people to see the film in theaters. I also believe repeat viewing will be big. I'm going again myself this week. Yes, I loved The Avengers, and since many of you were kind enough to ask me for my opinion, that's what's coming up next. So I have to admit, as I waited in line for The Avengers, I just still couldn't believe the movie was as good as everyone was saying. Better than The Dark Knight? Right up there with Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park? Well, I'd say that due to a weak villain, it didn't quite match Spielberg's work, but if I was Christopher Nolan, I'd be very worried right now. I'll discuss that more tomorrow, because right now I just want to concentrate on my own personal review of The Avengers, which will be spoiler-free. When The Avengers began, I got a little worried because I couldn't quite understand the garbled alien dialogue, shades of Bane, and didn't really know what was going on. And while I loved Tom Hiddleston's Loki and Thor, his rantings here about freedom being a curse for humanity didn't really click, and quite frankly seemed forced. It's becoming clear that just like in the comics, Loki works best as a behind-the-scenes manipulator rather than the big bad leading the charge. But as soon as the Avengers begin to assemble, well, this movie just takes off. And I have to give credit to Bryan Singer, who crafted what can be called the Cro-Magnon version of the Avengers X2. Imagine all the joys of seeing the X-Men together as a team multiplied by 1 billion. And that's not only thanks to Joss Whedon, but to the wonderful advancements in technology. We saw glimpses of it in Superman Returns, where we didn't just have to believe a man could fly, but actually got to see it in spades. And here in the Avengers, one shot in particular sold me on the idea that a team of superheroes could exist. The one shot where we tracked along the back of one of those armored space eels to first see the Hulk and then Thor taking out a horde of aliens side by side. I will never forget it. And it also made me think of a very interesting question. How much does it cost to rent Wolverine? Because the only thing that would make this movie better would be to have Wolverine and Spider-Man join the fight. Don't let us down, Disney. Write the check, because we all know you have the money. Plus, Fox and Sony should seriously consider playing ball, as joining the Avengers, if even for just 1 or 2 key scenes, would really help both film versions street cred, not to mention the actors. In fact, I imagine every actor in Hollywood is begging their agent to put a call into Marvel Studios after what the Avengers has done for Mark Ruffalo. His career has been gamma-rayed. Edward Norton who? I would 100% see a Hulk movie starring Ruffalo, and his ability to pull focus in this movie was amazing. To me, the other standouts were Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and of course Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man 3 just can't get here fast enough. And kudos to Gwyneth Paltrow, who really delivered in her few scenes. Whedon lived up to his reputation of presenting strong female characters, with the glaring exception of Maria Hill. Now, I don't watch How I Met Your Mother, but here I felt Colby Smolder's performance was rather wooden. Let's just say if Nick Fury wanted to swap her out for one Carol Danvers in Avengers 2, I don't think many people would complain. As for Chris Evans as Captain America, he did some very solid work, but I'm still not sold in his ability to carry his own movie. And to me, Hawkeye didn't really register, serving more as a plot device and sounding board for Black Widow than his own fully fleshed out character. I also have to add that the after after-credits sequence at the shawarma restaurant was an instant classic and perfectly embodied the tone of grounded fantasy that is making this franchise work. And that's my review of The Avengers. For more of my thoughts on Black Widow and Agent Coulson, be sure to check out my comic book channel Think About the Ink on Tuesday. As always, thanks for watching Movie Math, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.